Hey guys, I'm back. Happy Thursday. You're all out of school. So we'll be doing a what if Deku stayed quirkless, or the jazz. But what we'll be doing is we're gonna be part three. So we touched on the USJ attack, I think so. Hope I get it right. So we're gonna move on. Deku's coming from home. Remember the 2 weeks. So what happened is Deku be training he just be training. He be waiting, and then we'll go to school. School be a little different because that the USJ still happened. So what happened else? They went to school. Azawa come in with someone's bandages on, so it's because he got broken up. And he said in class that we have a sports festival. Sports festival. And they were cheering, but Manel actually make a great point that should we have this right now because of the villains that attacked us. And Zalo said that would be going through all the whole school with a pro hero. So next will be happening. They will have 2 weeks off of training. So Deku will be training for hard as he can, and here's a couple skills he learned. So first, he has proved himself on his file capabilities. He has proved on his jumping ability. So like he can jump around. Let's see, he can jump around around I'm thinking around like 25 meters up. It's not that far, but it's pretty okay. Then what will happen is that Deku would have proved on his hearing, or his sensing. He'll be at the local dojo still fighting, and Deku doesn't really change that much. Deku just got new skills. His personality doesn't change because Deku is still the same person who but he changed his whole personality still. So he changed, like, he's a quiet guy, and he doesn't really talk much. He's tall. His facial features now finally different, with a new face, and his eyes are different. Everything. So what happened is that the 2 weeks would be off, and then everyone would go into school. So let's see. What would happen is that Deku would have gone, at school, and Zawa will be saying that it's time, so you better get your the track shoes. I don't know what you call them. But what will happen is they will go to the lockers to go get theirs. Then it would come out with a huge ovation by everyone. So except the classes is 1B, 1C, and 1D. So next what will happen is Baku will be over there. He would say the same thing as Cannon, saying I will be better than everyone. You were ugly, quirkless, ugly. I don't know. Probably saying all that, but then what happened is Midnight will just say, "Let's go," and then we'll be waiting for the new waiting on the what's the game's gonna be. So they will be coming outside, and her first one, Midnight says the first one will be I think it's a race or something. Yeah, it's a race that you have to. It's like a lot of pillars, a lot of stuff from Canon. So Arrow will get ready first. Arrow one will say, and then Midnight will say 1, 2, 3, go. Arrow will get squished, but Bakugo, Todoroki, Momo, Kirishima, and that's it. But Deku will be the one who was stuck in the back, so he will think that he should use wall climbing skills. So you wall climb all the way over there, and then he would get there and run. So what happened? Todoroki will say he will wait, the zero point. Yeah, the 0 pointer will be gone. Will be like just falling down. But Deku would have jump up and punch it. All the punches, just basically punch it, like put a hole in it, and then Deku will keep running. So, and Todoroki would like freeze the ground. So Deku had to work on his sliding mechanics, sliding. Then what will happen is that Deku will get to around the pillars. So the pillars, Todoroki just he just slides all around. Asui will just basically frog her way up over there. Baka be exploding his life out. Deku will just be jumping, like actually jumping, like basically like jumping each pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar. So go from there that that will go. So next what will happen is that they will get to the mines place. He will be so careful that they don't want to get blown up. So they will be thinking of ideas. He be thinking the same thing as Cannon, but he won't think. But he won't do it because it might kill somebody around here. So what he will do is basically, I'm trying to think. But you Bakugo and Todoroki in the front. So, and then what will happen is Deku would have just tiptoed all the way, and then Deku will basically reach second place. That's funny because Deku will reach second place, not first. Cause we had to make it actual fair for people. And you both say Deku's so weak then. No, he ain't. He's remember, he's still quirkiness. I'm making him OP in the end of the world. So what will happen is Deku would have made a second place, but that's fine. Todoroki would be third, so that's basically it. Bakugo will be first, but that will be that will fuse more his ego up. That's what they gonna get him killed soon, but I ain't gonna get him killed. Remember, so we'll go to the next round of the let's see, the tackle thing. I don't know what to call it, but Bakugo will be the first one who try to grab Deku. Deku's team will actually be It will be. I'm thinking it should be. I'm trying to think. Maybe like the same team as Cannon, and it will still go the same. So what happened is that that it will keep going, and they reach third place. That's fine, because Deku's team reached third place. That was Uraraka, Dark Shadow, and surprisingly it was what's his name? Kirishima, yeah. And next what we go through is now the basic tournament that's started up. So I had a new rule that if we have a draw, they will go to the. They had to go to the. If both players get knocked out or like out of the ring first, what will happen is there will be a new rule calling that if someone got knocked like all the way two people got like knocked out at the same time, they will go and do. I'm thinking of like making a like redemption thing, something like that. Kind of thinking about that. So next, so I was thinking of a rule, but I didn't know that didn't even make sense. So next, what will happen is that Deku will be fighting Chicho, but he will beat Chicho in like a couple of seconds, like around like 15 seconds. Pretty much, it's pretty easy. He didn't read, cause we gotta remember Deku didn't really talk to no one. He didn't really talk. He only talked to his mother, and that's it. He didn't talk to no one. So, and Deku wouldn't really care who would be Batman or them. They really care. So, punch him all the way, basically like that. And then next, what would happen is that Deku would have made to the second finals, he would not be fighting Todoroki yet, because they would be instead he'll be fighting he'll be fighting I need to figure. I be forgetting people's names. He'll be fighting Uraraka. Pretty interesting, right? So Deku doesn't really care because equality is a thing around here. So Uraraka tried her best to fight Deku, but he knocks her out with a swift big chop on the neck. That's it, and he wins. Todoroki and Bakugo would have beat Kirishima. Then Todoroki would have beat that one B girl. I don't know her to call her, but I'm just gonna call her one B girl. What was that? Kendo. Yeah, she'll be Kendo. Yeah. Next, what will happen is Deku will be fighting he'll be fighting Dark Shadow. He'll be fighting, Dark Shadow. What's his other name? I don't know. I be forgetting people's names because I'm stupid at this thing. He beat Dark Shadow. It was pretty difficult for Deku, so he had to basically trick him to get himself into the sun, because the sun can blind anyone. Sun to blind Dark Shadow, and then he grabs I'm gonna call him Dark Shadow for now, cause I need to look up his name. Put Dark Shadow on the floor, and he will then he will be kind of knocked out. He'll actually surrender, cause he understands he can't run that one. Deku would have went to the third final, the fourth finals, I think. Yeah, Bago would have. Yeah, he will fight Todoroki now, so Todoroki would have. Let's see. Bago would have beat Todoroki because Todoroki didn't use his fire side. That's funny. So he didn't really met Deku with this world. So basically, then it would be the long way. Two rivals, not really, but like two rivals would fight. Nah, it's not really rivals. It's probably like one person hates this guy, but he don't even care. So yeah. Then there will be Deku versus Bakugo at the finals. So what will be happening is that Deku would have not just said nothing, and Bakugo would be bad mouthing this man. He would be calling nothing. That you should be just stay down, kid. Stay down, quirkiness. And they didn't really do anything. So Bakugo just said, fine, if I can't expose your mind, then I can expose you. So Bakugo will hit some explosion, but remember from their last fight, Deku got a lot more stronger. But Bakugo has learned a little bit of combat, but he really has not. So basically, Bakugo gets squashed here, basically. But he was still, but most give some credibility of still having Deku on the inch of the floor. Then Deku would have hit a backflip, going and running up and hit it with a kick, Mikey style, right in the head right here. Bakugo would have not got knocked out, but he would still get back up and still going for the explosion attacks. Then Bakugo would have go from what do you call it? The big explosion that would actually hit Deku. So that would have almost killed him. So they could be all bloody up, basically. On his head, it would be like a big cut, or like a cut right here, and it's like flowing all his blood down there. So that would be pretty gruesome. So he just goes in and punched the freak out of this man in the face, and that might like hit a jaw or something. It kind of cracked a little bit, but he would still be fine, but he still needed medical. But dude will get basically twisted over. That's basically it. So, Deku would have won. That would be cool. So, no niggas, he had to get medical, because dude was bloody up in his head. That's basically it. Basically, his whole head was filled with blood of his own blood. Except for his body, some of the body right there. But he would nonchalantly just go and then not take him with him. So, and Deku would be the winner, but he would not be there. So, Todoroki had to be the crown of new winner, because Deku was too bloody up to even be there. So, remember, he's still human, so he still has the capabilities of a human that has stuff. Next, what will happen is, Deku really will not come to school today because he's still feeling the effects of the blood. Baku would because his jaw was almost cracked, but it got fixed up by like a local hospital. So yeah, but everyone where Deku's at, but Baku wouldn't read CAD because he got cut on him. He got cut. Dude got really mad. Dude got mad that this man did not come to school. That's the thing. Because Bakugo just want to like punch the fuck out of him. So, but you know you can't do that. So understanding that he still need to improve on his explosions. Understanding that much. So next what will happen is Deku. Now I put a little filler moment. That I put a little filler because I put fillers. Not really. But they'll be kind of different. It gotta be a different kind of timeline. That I put more villains than more like muggings, something like that. And then what would happen is that Deku would have he basically Shigaraki got scared. You remember this? He got scared that he didn't really get scared as a kid, but he hold him off. A Corvus kid hold him off. But this might be a precursor of what's gonna happen when he meets him soon. And then what happened is Deku will go home. His mom will be, or Inko. I'm still stupid for that stuff. But his Inko will still be mad, or mad and crying out her eyes out, and the usual mom do. Then what happened is that Deku would have stayed home in about one week. That's pretty gruesome because dude got a cut up his head. That's pretty gruesome, and that's like all his blood came down. So being he would come to school. He would go to school on the next week, and it will be after easy. Okay, yeah. Deku just wouldn't just really care. So understand he doesn't really talk that much. Let's be honest. Next, what would happen is, he would just go to the lunchroom eating by himself. But Ida and New Rock try to talk to him, but he doesn't really talk to no one. Basically, he got gives a sense that he don't want to talk to no one like this. His head basically twists over here on the other side. So he just basically doesn't really talk to him in the conversation because Deku does not talk to no one because he felt some experience, and when he was like a quirkless kid, so still had his effects on him. Then what would happen is Deku still would have got around, I don't know, but that's all I can really say for season 1. That's actually all I can really say. So like and subscribe. If you like the series, you can comment or like the video or subscribe. You can do anything you want for this. I'm doing what if you like it, you can write in the comments if you want to, but you don't have to. Understanding, I might do more of this, and if you want me to do more of this, more what ifs, if you want me to do more what ifs, you have to, or you want to, you can I don't know, you can do anything you want, but if you like it, like and subscribe, hit a comment or something. I do not know, but that's what I like to do. So, bye.